Hey, my goddesses. Hey, have you noticed that there's a lot of squatting going on in this program? Why? It's because squats are just one of the best movements out there, right? It's a movement that can potentially work all the muscles and all the joints in your body. And there's tons of benefits, not only for strength and to look great naked, it also burns a ton of calories as well. And I'll explain to you the other great benefits a little bit later on. But despite the squats being such a great movement, a lot of people choose not to do squats, mainly because they find that it hurts their knees or their back. And this is because mainly the reason is they're not performing it right. In my experience as a coach, I have found that with just some minor changes to the squat, they can alleviate the stress in the knees and the back, eliminating pain, but maximizing the gains. So, but I'm not going to go over that today because every body moves differently, and I won't be able to give you reasons why your squat is giving you pain without actually seeing you in person. However, today I will highlight the three most common squats and their purposes, and also look at some of the benefits of the squats a little later on. First, let's look at the regular squat. This squat covers all bases: quads, hamstrings, glutes, and core. It's a great go-to movement. You'll see that the feet are slightly wider than shoulder width and are slightly angled outwards. When at the bottom of the squat, the knees are the same width as the feet. Think about getting at the outer side of your knees lining up with your little toes. When pushing up, use the entire foot to push the floor away from you. A common cue often heard is push with your heels. This is partly correct, but this can sometimes cause the toes to rise off the floor, resulting in a weaker squat, stress on the shins, and loss of balance. Think of your foot as a tripod, with each leg of the tripod being the heel, the big toe, and the little toe. When pushing out of the squat, these 3 points of your feet should be pushing the floor away. Your body is hinged at a slight forward angle, around about 45 degrees, and your whole spine is straight. Imagine you have a broomstick down your whole spine and you want to keep it touching your spine the whole time. Your squat should go low enough that your glutes drop to knee level. You'll see in the videos and photos that I touch my elbows to my knees at the bottom of the squat. This is a good gauge for me to know that I have squatted to a full range. Then we have the sumo squat. It works the quads, the hams, the glutes, the calves, but they specifically target and strengthen the inner thighs and abductors. Here we have a very much wider stance, with the feet a lot wider than shoulder width and the feet angled out a lot more. The basic principles of the squat applies with regards to knees and feet. However, because of the wider position of the feet, the knees can tend to cave in, resulting in a weaker squat. So make sure that your feet are only as wide as your knees can track over. The main difference with the sumo squat is when pushing up, you will feel the inner thighs and glutes activate a lot more. Your body is not as hinged forward as the regular squat and can be more upright. However, your spine should still be straight. Think of that broomstick. Lastly, there's the narrow squat, which targets the quads more than the other two varieties. Here, your feet are shoulder width or a little narrower. Knees and feet are pointing straight forward. The body is about 45-degree angles, and the same rules apply with a straight spine, pushing up with the whole foot and elbows down to your knees for a full range squat. You will definitely feel your quads working more with this squat. And there you have it, just 3 of the many varieties of squats out there. Each have a different purpose, but all have great benefits.